everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina. It's early Saturday morning. Headed up the road to meet up with a buddy of mine. We're going to go retrieve a puzzle piece to the Sentimental Suprise. I'll divulge all that more when I get all the puzzle pieces together and give you a little backstory and information, and tell you a little bit more about it. Try not to babble too much on these videos, but that one definitely will be a talking video. But kind of look at it as one of those little puzzles that you had as a kid, and you played with it, messed with it, and you lost a couple pieces, and then you go back later on in life and try to put the puzzle together, and you realize that there's a few pieces missing, or they're wore out, they don't fit right anymore. So that's kind of where we are with this. So thought I'd bring you along for a little bit of it today. I'm sure that once you see this video, you'll probably be able to figure out what it is and where I'm possibly going with it. But all the pieces won't come together in this video, but when they do, I'll definitely make one to show you everything and give you the backstory on it and divulge a little bit of information about what my futuristic plans are and where all this came from. So stay tuned. Well, we made it to the farm. Now my buddy, I hit the road. A little insight. It's just one small piece of the puzzle. Okay, we got in another sticker today. Patch of Heaven Farms on YouTube. I'll say a little bit more about him in just a second. You see all the others up here. I like it. I'm gonna get that board filled up. Okay, everybody, if for some reason you're here and you haven't checked out, just showed you the sticker, A Patch of Heaven Farm on YouTube, please go over and check him out, subscribe in, check out his videos. Really good channel, really awesome guy. I mentioned him quite a few times in previous videos. He's the one that sent me the service manual for the 1086. Used that when I did injection pump. He sent that way back when I first started YouTube. I was just blown out of the water, but falling in love with the channel. He's got a lot of older international farm equipment. Small scale farm, kind of like me, if you will. Just really good content. So if you're here and you haven't checked him out, go over there and check him out for sure. A Patch of Heaven Farm on YouTube. Okay, today is a different day. It's Monday, June 7th. Saturday, I was just too wore out after retrieving the few puzzle pieces to the Sentimental Suprise. So I couldn't do anymore. I mean, the heat, I'm not doing good with that this year in North Carolina. The humidity's gone through the roof. But anyway, so I usually don't split my videos up. Usually it's all filmed in one particular day, but today's Monday, June 7th, like I said. So we're gonna get started. Today's video is going to be more or less a story time, me babbling in front of the camera. Imagine that. I'm sure you guys get tired of hearing that, but I need to do a little bit of backstory on this Sentimental Suprise, give you a little history on it, why it means so much to me, and where I'm looking at going with it in the future here at the farm. So I'll just go ahead and put it up front. The Sentimental Suprise is my grandfather's 1969 Chevrolet 3/4 ton long bed truck. That particular item means more to me probably than anything else here at the farm, due to the fact that I've got the most seat time in it, I've got the most hours being around it, and I have very fond memories of traveling through these same fields that I'm working now at 44 years old with my grandfather at 6 or 7 years old, checking on his cows. He bought it brand new, used to have a camper on it for years, and then later on down the road he upgraded. I think it was a 79 or 80 model Chevrolet truck. And when he did that, he put the camper on that truck, and this particular one, the 69, became the farm truck. And he passed away in 1988. I was 11 years old when he passed away. I do have some memories of him, some very fond memories. I wish he was here today with me to see what's going on here. If you guys read through the comments, I've mentioned before my uncle's on here. He's very sentimental like I am, and my mom also, about the history here at the farm and what it means. So everything is kind of lined up with me getting rid of the Dodge and getting rid of the big truck. And I need something that I can go in and out of the fields with. In a past life, I've had service trucks out to Yin Yang, and when you get used to having all your tools and all your supplies, air compressor, fuel tanks, everything in one spot, and you're mobile and you can go to wherever it is you need to go to work on something. You get spoiled with that. And I've been shooting that direction for a long time, well, really about the past 6 or 7 months. My Dodge was a short bed, so trying to find a service body for a single wheel short bed truck is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And if you can find one, you're going to pay for it. And I just couldn't justify turning that nice a truck into a farm truck, if you will. So just prayed about it a whole lot, and I got a lot of history with this truck. Like I said, I've tried this very same thing many times throughout the years, just like I've tried this farming many times, you know, throughout the years, and just for whatever reason the stars didn't align. This time I think it's the Lord's will. So we've retrieved a few puzzle pieces, done some horse trading with some buddies, and picked up some things, and that's where we're going to go. The truck is not here yet. It's at my buddy's house. Hopefully we're going to get that this weekend. But when I get it here, the major thing is going to be, I did some horse trading, like I said, and found a same year model 1969 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive frame that's got both axles under it. Everything's together. They're in good shape. So all I've got to do basically is take the body parts off of one truck and put it on another one. Now that is kind of separating, if you will, my grandfather's truck, but it'll all be one piece of the puzzle when it's all said and done. I need 4-wheel drive here. Everything in the fields kind of goes downhill to get to them, so in winter times here, you know, I still do a lot of clearing and whatnot, so I definitely need that. I had a F350 4-wheel drive dually flatbed here. I don't know, I got rid of it about 6 months ago, I guess, probably right before I started YouTube. Had a lot of issues with it, motor wise, had some electrical issues, electrical gremlins. Just got tired of it, fed up with it, and sent it down the road. But I realized real quick how valuable a 4-wheel drive is here during the winter months, going in and out of these fields. Excuse me. So that's where we are. Like I said, I picked up a few puzzle pieces. It's basically going to be some repairs, some installation of the parts and pieces, some transfer of parts and pieces, and eventually, not right off the bat, but eventually I will put a service body on it. But the main thing is, it's a long bed right now. I can put the fuel tank in it. You know, I can put miscellaneous toolboxes on it or around it for right now to get me by, and that's what I'm going to need, because when I start farming here and finally get some crops in the ground, you all know what I farm with is old equipment, which I love, but it's prone to breakdowns, and my luck, the way it is, stuff is going to break down the farthest point from the shop that it possibly can. And I've already been down that road a couple of times with the tires and issues last year with thorns and whatnot. Just something as simple as an air compressor. I mean, having to come up here and pump air compressor up and, you know, run back down the bottom and try to pump a tire up to get it back up here. I mean, it just, you all know how it is. Ed Gosselin, that's why I'm so intrigued by your service truck. But we're gonna get back there, nothing like that, but eventually we will. So that's what all this is about. You know, I wish my grandfather was here with me right now, but I feel like as close as I can get to him while I'm doing this reclaim is to be running through these fields in the same truck that me and him did, you know, 30 some years ago. So that means a lot to me. So hopefully you guys will want to follow along with me here on the journey. It's not going to be full time. I'm pretty mechanically inclined when it comes to stuff like that. In the past life, like I said, me and my buddies, that's what I've built many trucks, many cars. Very good on that aspect of it. I'm still learning the farming, but that should be a no-brainer. All the puzzle pieces have lined up. The money is say, you know, very, very, very low as far as what I'm going to have in it in the end. And the main issue is the title itself. The title was MIA and lost for at least the last 15 to 18 years. Nobody knew where the title was to the truck. You know, my grandfather being gone, I mean, young and dumb, I never pushed the issue to try to get a title for it, but I guess that was a sealing fate. My uncle, ironically, had some items out of a bank lockbox that my grandfather had, and the title of that truck was in it. So that's been the main key to keep me from ever really doing a whole lot and getting it on the roads, because I never had a title to it. We couldn't find the title to it. Not that we couldn't get one, but it was just a bunch of paperwork, you know, whatever. So I prayed long and hard about some things over the last 4 or 5 months, and between the YouTube and, you know, how well things are going here, the stars are aligning, the good Lord's, you know, steering me down the right path, and I'm definitely enjoying myself. So hopefully you guys will want to follow along the journey. Like I said, it's not going to be full-time all the time. You know, I'll work on it here or there. If you want to see highlights of it, or if you want to see the in-depth, you know, when I do work on it, you want to see it, take it from, I'll show you some parts where we're going to start with, and then we'll see the end result. Hopefully it'll be entertaining to you, because I don't think there's anything else here that really lines up 100% with the farm as much as that truck. So I'm very excited about it, I'm very tickled about it, and that's where we're going to go. So we still got the issues with the bottomland right now. That's not been completely resolved. I'm kind of waiting on that. You know, you see me do the disking and whatnot in a few areas. I want to get out there and plant some soybeans like you guys have said. I just don't know if time's going to allow this year or not. I just got to keep trucking and get all this stuff situated and all these fields, you know, finalized, and fence lines raised up. And then my goal is, when this stuff dies down, if I don't get to it beforehand, I can really knock it out this winter like I did this past winter, with finishing up the clearing, so we can start fresh next year. So timing is a good thing on this truck, because it gives me something to do in the afternoons. You know, I'm not saying that I don't have plenty to do, but you know, on days that I need a second hand to do something here, and I'm kind of, you know, twiddling my thumbs because it's only me, this is something that I can work on. So hopefully you guys will follow along the journey with me. Let me know in the comments. You know, drop me some comments down below. Let me know if you'd like to see it, if you care less about it, or whatever. You know, I'm going to show it regardless, but you know, if you want the in-depth, you know, videos like I've done in the past about repairing stuff, because it follows right along with the channel, you know, bringing back old farm equipment, old stuff back in usable order, and that's where we are right now. So I'm really looking forward to it, and hope you guys will follow along with me. So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of the pieces that I've already rounded up, tell you a couple more things, and then we'll call this a video, because I think I'm over 10 minutes already of babbling just in this clip alone. So let's see what happens. Okay, first piece of the puzzle here is SM465 Granny 4-speed, the new Process 205 transfer case. Did some horse trading on this, and new forks, bearings and stuff in the transmission. I've got all the gaskets and whatnot for the transfer case, all one unit. I've got all the shifter boots, everything I need. I've got the bell housing, fresh surface flywheel, so we're good to go on that. And here's the frame itself. Like I said, 1969 3/4 ton Chevrolet. Everything is there, 4-wheel drive. Steering box is on it, you know, all the steering linkage is there. So this is identical frame to what's under my grandfather's truck, except this one has the axle. So, you know, I've debated and prayed about it. You know, should I take this out and put it under his frame? It's a whole lot of bracketry and a whole lot of rivets you got to do and move and whatnot. So I think we're just going to put the body parts on this one. The original motor was wore slap out in the truck. I do have it, and it'll always stay here, but I've got another motor that I did some more horse trading on. A good friend of mine is going to let me have, and so it'll be a 350 small block with a Granny 4-speed. It's just the Dana 44 front ends from 69. It's got the they call them the Eaton rear ends. They're bulletproof, but they're hard to get parts for. But we're going to stick with this right now. It's drum brake front, drum brake back. I might do a conversion later on, but you know, my main goal right now is just to get the truck together and get it back usable and get it here working on the farm, and then we'll do things, you know, as time goes along to get it back roadworthy. While I've got the bed and stuff off, I'll go ahead and put the gooseneck ball in it and whatnot, so I can get the trailer, which I haven't finished that either. Got the parts for the trailer, haven't finished that. But anyway, so you guys just let me know if you want to follow along any of this journey with me. You've all seen my toolbox, as we call it there, storage. I've got to get some stuff situated and cleaned out of there. I've got the truck parked right here, so I can kind of like divide it. From this point over is all farm equipment and farm tractors and whatnot, and this point over is going to be the truck situation. So, you know, I can work on the motor in the building, get all that put together. We can get it all set in here, and I'm going to put the other truck when I get it, my grandfather's actual truck right here. Hopefully that'll come this weekend. So just let me know what you guys think. If you've made it this far, I sure do appreciate it, because I'm sure this has been a 14, 15, 16 minute video, if not, usually out of my norm. But really means a lot to me. Hope you guys will be interested in it. Said it several times already, just let me know if you want to see the highlights, if you want to see some in-depth on it. But you know, it's just another part of the reclaim here. Reclaiming the land, reclaiming the farm, the buildings, and I just think it's the neatest thing in the world, for lack of better words, to be able to get my grandfather's truck back going on the same farm that it came home to when it was brand new, and that's where it'll live out the rest of its life. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. Last time I looked, I'm edging up towards 400 subscribers, and I'm beside myself with that. I can't believe it. Thank you all. Thank you to all the ones that continue to be here, all the new subscribers. You know, hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Thumbs down, I understand it's not for everybody. Share the video, get it out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit of this, what I'm doing here, and maybe even more now with the truck rebuild, if you will. But we're going to see how things go. You know, I'll bring you along for it. Until next time, thank you.